And I have the biggest question for you. If she was being sexually harassed on set and she wants justice, why didn't she go to the police? Why didn't she file a criminal complaint?
Let me tell you about my experience with Justin Baldoni. With all the chatter around This Ends With Us, I have just felt so called to speak to the type of person Justin is because I have known him and his family for over a decade. It says it all when it comes to his production company, and this is what I want to shed light on. Justin Baldoni started Wayfair Entertainment by a way to make an imprint and a positive impact in this lifetime. I don't know if you've seen the first docuseries that he put out about my last days, but this docuseries shed light on people with terminal illness that have had such a positive outlook on this life and this hand that they were dealt. He continues to take on projects, and obviously bigger scale projects now, that have moving stories that can help positively impact someone else by shedding light on a situation. And this just so speaks and reflects to the type of character that Justin Baldoni has. And enough said.
Hello, beautiful people. Good Sunday. Yes, breaking news. Blake Lively sues Justin Baldoni. I apologize for my eyes, guys. It's just really bad. Especially, well, my eye. Um, it is absolutely obscene, disgusting. And I hope that Blake Lively is finally canceled. I am a person who's gone through domestic abuse, and this woman is appalling. And I'm going to tell you why she's lying and the many lies she's telling in that horrible lawsuit. In that horrible lawsuit, because the worst thing that she could do to a man is to accuse him of sexual harassment when he hasn't done it, simply because she has ruined her own reputation with all the interviews that she gave about that movie. It Ends With Us. And I hope this movie truly ends with her, because this woman is absolutely appalling. There's a reporter called Shashti Flo. She's Norwegian, and she interviewed. I think you've seen that video on live on YouTube. It's all over the place. That Blake Lively was so awful. She made her want to quit her own career. Blake Lively has a huge reputation for being a bully on set and off set. You have Arnie Hall, I think that's his name, that she got him fired. Anna Kendrick. Nobody who's worked with this woman has anything nice to say about her. Now, for people to understand sexual harassment, usually, I'm not saying that there are not exceptions to the rules, but it usually happens from the person in a position of power to somebody with less power. Make no mistake here that the person with the power was Blake Lively. Yes, Justin Baldoni acquired the rights to the movie. It was his movie, but Sony wanted to bring in Blake Lively because the writer of the book was a huge fan of Blake Lively. Blake Lively, at best, is a B-list rated actress. She plays the same role everywhere she goes. You'll see consistently the same type of acting. The same thing goes for Ryan Reynolds. And I was a huge fan of Ryan Reynolds. But Ryan Reynolds, what is he known for? Deadpool. He's not a great actor. Deadpool made him famous and made him a brand. So now they're coming from a position of power. Blake Lively is brought in by Sony. Justin Baldoni started his production company because if you look at his past work, he started it to highlight social issues, and help people. And it wasn't anything big like that. And every person, every female who has worked with Justin Baldoni will tell you that only nice things about him, only the nicest of things about him. Yes, I do know that there are clips of certain texts that were leaked by the Blake Lively camp. But we have to wait and see the entire thing in context, because one thing I do believe that Justin Baldoni has responded, and he's not lying down in this one. He's saying that the only reason why she's doing this is because she herself has ruined her own reputation. With that Kjersti Flo interview, the Norwegian reporter, she congratulated her on being pregnant, and which is a lovely thing to do. Oh, congratulations on your little bump. And then she turns around, congratulations on your little bump. Keep in mind that this reporter, Kjersti Flo, she cannot have children. So that was hurtful twice. And then she asked, because of course it's a period piece, or, when this is about a movie. Kjersti Flo was interviewing them, this girl named Posey and Parker Posey and Blake Lively, because it was a period piece. I think it was the 1900s or 1800s. And she asked a very common question, which is, was it great to work with the costumes? And of course, Blake Lively goes, oh, would you ask that of a man? Well, actually, just listen to um he's one of my favorite actors. Like, he's amazing. And he was asked the same question. He was asked the same questions, because this is about Oppenheimer. So when Cillian Murphy's asked exactly the same question, listen to his response.
So for you guys, with the costumes in this film, how did it help in unlocking these characters and finding out who they were for you?
That's a great question.
Yep. I mean, of course, costumes impact how people dress, how they act. And he said that just by putting on the hat, looking a certain way, he could get into the character. But that's how mean this woman is. So she goes on and does the press release. She goes on, and early on the film, she starts leaking. On the film, if it ends with us, she starts leaking bad things. Justin Baldoni shamed her. Justin Baldoni has a bad back. I believe he had surgery. So he went to his trainer, because there's a scene where he has to lift her. So he goes to his trainer, which is the correct thing to do on set, and says, how much does she weigh? Because I need to practice in order to be able to see if I can lift her. So I have to take certain precautions so I don't hurt my back and end up getting another operation, which can be painful to me. So Blake Lively called that fat shaming. So from the very early on, this woman was on set creating problems, creating divisions, and it was a power trip that it went to her head, to the point that it is rumored that Justin Baldoni had a breakdown, because they basically imposed her on his film. And being the left-wing man that he is, and being very sensitive, he allowed her just to run with it. What the hell was Ryan Reynolds rewriting the most pivotal scene there is in the movie? And then the worst part happens when the tour starts, and she's asked the question. So what does it happen if a fan runs into you? Because It Ends With Us is a movie about domestic violence. It wasn't about a movie about her drinks, about Betty Boo. It wasn't about her hair products, and it wasn't about fashion. And it wasn't about Blake Lively. It was about domestic violence, which was what Justin Baldoni wanted to highlight effectively. Nobody's saying the movie did badly, but that was not the message of the movie. It was not to promote Deadpool. It was not to promote her hair brand. And you know what? She is not a good spokesperson for her hair brand, because her hair looks really unkempt, like dry. It looks horrible. It's not a shiny, healthy hair. It looks horrible. But no, and and she even had drinks made out of the movie. What was it? Punch You in the Face Once. But yeah, she had drinks made to the movie based on domestic violence, which rightly so, people were offended. So when an interviewer asked her, what if a fan runs into you, because this is a movie that's deeply personal to so many fans, and what did she say? What do you mean? Like, give her my location, share my Jeep? I mean, you can see the body language of the enter. I'm not going to play these clips here with you guys, because we've all seen them. And we saw all the reactions on TikTok of people of her interviews talking about fashion, how fashion is, how fashionable, how she wanted to do this and that. It's like she tried to twist it while promoting her drinks, her hair products, and her fashion choices. When Let me tell you something. When you are in alcohol has been not blame, but it's a huge factor a lot of times in domestic violence. And I have the biggest question for you. If she was being sexually harassed on set and she wants justice, why didn't she go to the police? Why didn't she file a criminal complaint against him? Why didn't she go to the police and say, hey, this man is sexually harassing me? Because that is a crime. Why didn't she go to Sony and say to them, this man is sexually harassment, please put an end to it? And the worst part of it all is that she named herself the intimacy coordinator. Do you know what that means? It's like there's somebody on set that it's decides how intimate the scenes are going to be or not going to be. So she was in complete control of the intimacy scenes, like, kissing, whatever. She was in complete control. She could decide, no, we're going to do this. No, we're not going to do that. She was even director. This B-list, barely there actress was even allowed to direct with no experience, just because she's Blake Lively, married to Ryan Reynolds. Why didn't she go to the police? Why didn't she go to the police? That would have gotten that. If you're seeking justice, you go to the police and file a complaint with the police, and the police gets involved and investigates, because that's what you do when you're a true victim. The first thing that occurs to you is, now I'm not going to civilly sue him. I'm going to go to the police, because you know what? She's still in time. The deadline has not passed for her to go and submit that criminal complaint against Justin Baldoni. My guess is because it's not about justice, because he did not sexually harass her. It's because she wants to cause harm, because this woman is such a narcissist, entitled person, that she wants to get even because she ruined her own reputation. That's what it comes down to. She ruined her own reputation by being Blake Lively, by the world seeing how of an idiot, how completely unaware, how completely unsympathetic this woman is towards other people. Why didn't she go to the police if she was being sexually harassed? Why didn't she complain to Sony? Why wait 4 months to do this? Because she knows her career is ruined. She knows that she has a reputation for being difficult on set, for being a bully. And now she's taken it to the next level. So this, for me, in my very humble opinion, this is the worst thing that she could have done. And I think this will end not only her career, but Ryan Reynolds' career, because this idiot is backing this crazy woman, because it's gone to their heads. It's gone to their heads, and Hollywood is not in the best standing there is. Justin Baldoni has a great reputation. They don't. And this is over for her. And this is my opinion. We're going to find out more, but putting out snippets of certain text messages, that's a dirty, down, low thing to do, instead of putting the whole conversation, which probably we will see. And I truly hope that Justin Baldoni goes to court. I know it's expensive, and ends up truly burying this woman once and for all.